Hi everyone, this is Star with Ariana Star with your weekly reading for the week starting from 30th to 31st October to 5th November 2023. I will use oracle cards as well as the ideal tarot for your messages this week. For a personalized reading, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. In case you want to skip and go directly to your sun sign, you can also do the same. Let's just understand what's in store for you this week. For Aries for this week, I do have the card Healing Angels. I think circumstances are there which are not going to be very conducive for you. So certainly I think you need to call upon your healing angels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel. Your angels and guides can help you overcome the situation that you find yourself in. Besides, they will only intervene when you ask them to do so. In the upcoming week, I think you need to brace yourself for there's going to be excess work, maybe some anxious moments as well. Perhaps, Aries, you will do well if you're patient. You need to adjust, you need to stay motivated. At times, you could also feel that you have to surrender to what others want. Maybe opportunities are not to your liking. I do have the card cycle, so in personal relationships as well as in professional matters, maybe you think that everything in your life is cyclic or that you're back to square one. Like I said, you need to be driven, you need to stay motivated. Oftentimes you could feel worthless, so maybe you should ignore those snide remarks made by your family members or loved ones. Rather, you need to focus that much harder. I think your friends and acquaintances could be kindly disposed towards you. Even if you're working, I think the pressure is certainly going to mount on you. With respect to your love life, I do have the card I feel safer in the silence. At times not saying much is also some sort of a refuge that we can take recourse to. Maybe you feel that your relationship is also not heading anywhere. In case you're romancing, I think your person is going to support you with respect to your work-related decision. But then there are times when you feel that it's better to keep quiet. You should let the storm clouds pass because every cloud has a silver lining. So Aries, I think it would be prudent for you to do some aura cleansing this week. Even you need to safeguard your relationship. Maybe your loved ones feel that your relationship will not work. Maybe they are going to dissuade you from forming an attachment with this person. So keep those factors in mind, Aries, as you move forward in this week. For Taurus, I do have the card step by step. I think slow and steady wins the race. So you need to stay motivated, stay upbeat even if there are challenges. The good thing is that you're going to make progress. Maybe your loved ones are also going to question your decisions. Your career moves this week. Excess work is also going to leave you a bit hassled. So take assistance so that you can avoid exhaustion. Some of you could also be challenged because there are financial worries, legal concerns. Maybe there's also somebody who's going to be very devious, who's going to act behind your back. So you need to watch out for all these situations that could arise this week. Aura cleansing will also benefit you. I do have the card Action. So your angels and guides are supporting you as you move forward. Like I said, both the cards seem to be helping you, even if there are situations which are very challenging and even if you feel demotivated. Maybe work-related opportunities are also not to your liking. That is why you're being asked to be patient. With respect to your love life, I do have the card I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. I think Taurus this week, there's that feeling of remorse, feeling of regret which could come about in your relationship on account of a unhappy exchange with your person, or maybe you have done something which has upset him or her, or it could be vice versa. So take it as it resonates. The universe is also asking you to go slow and steady with respect to your relationship this week. Some of you could be in an oppressive situation, so you need to take action. You need to get out of that situation. Maybe you find yourself between the devil and the deep blue sea this week. Let's move from Taurus to Gemini. For Gemini, I do have the card, some doors are best left closed. I think if there is a negative response to your ideas or to a work offer, maybe it is for the best. The universe always has our best interests at heart. Even if there are surprises in store for you this week, your responsibilities will increase, but then take every offer that comes your way with a grain of salt. I think there could be changes in your schedule. Maybe you're also going to be distracted. Perhaps behind this door there are people who are gossiping about you. So turn a deaf ear to whatever is being talked about. You will also benefit, if you're not pushy while dealing with clients. Maybe you need to lower your expectations a bit. This week, I think you also need to seek divine intervention. You also need to be altruistic while dealing with others. Be open-handed for that matter. I do have this card Bound, which talks about you feeling as though the work environment is very stifling, or maybe in personal relationships also you feel the need to break free. You want to get out of connections which are harming you mentally as well as physically. It could be an emotionally draining situation. So that is why the universe is asking you to look closely at this relationship. Maybe it's better to walk away. My heart is telling me just do it. Maybe with respect to this card, your universe or your angels or even your inner voices asking you to move on. This week I also feel for single Geminis there could be unwanted attention that is coming your way. Maybe on the social media you also need to be careful. Complete strangers could be wanting to be better acquainted with you, so you need to draw the line. Your friend who's already in a committed relationship could also renew his affections for you, but then Geminis, you know where you stand vis-a-vis this person. Maybe you have no feelings, that is why you're going to give a negative response to his overtures. From Gemini I will move to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have the card Sudden Developments. I think this week is going to be marked by a lot of paperwork, technical work. Maybe you're also going to be surprised. Maybe clients could also seek your services at short notice, but you need to be firm while dealing with them. Other than that, I also feel that you need to collaborate, cooperate with your colleagues if you want to get ahead. Be patient till your plans bear fruit. Incidentally, your creative side is also going to be esteemed and highly regarded. Maybe, like I said, you need to be collaborators, so that is also going to be helpful for you. Others could feel that you're too set in your ways. You also need to declutter your living space. I do have this card Contemplation. Even if you're going to be busy with your hands, busy with paperwork or technical matters, there are going to be times when you could be in a pensive mood. You could be thinking about your actions. With respect to your love life, I do have this card You've Been in My Dreams. With this purple color, crown chakra activation is going to be there. Maybe you're going to get visions, dreams with respect to your personal life or your professional life. You could be connected with your person in the 5D world. I think in a relationship you should bounce ideas of each other, especially if you're romancing. Those of you who are in an oppressive relationship, maybe you're thinking about walking away. You should do whatever is best for your highest good this week, Cancer. Let's move from Cancer to Leo. For Leo, I do have the card Rewards God Sent. Now, this is a very positive card. You're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor this week. It's a profitable period. It is going to be a productive period. You also need to capitalize on the material vibration. Maybe you also need to tap into your contacts, because the goodwill that you have earned in the past or even word of mouth is also going to work to your advantage. Maybe you also need to compromise, maintain your composure. Other than that, I think Leos, you'll also be fascinated by spiritual matters. Spiritual growth is very likely. Maybe you also need to focus on home improvements. With the card Summer, maybe this is true. For some of you living in the southern hemisphere, it could be that you need to go outdoors, you should enjoy the sun. Even otherwise, maybe the summer season is also making you very reflective and pensive. I have thought a lot about you lately, so this could be true for those of you who are in a connection or those who are in a no contact situation. You're going to be pondering over your relationship. Maybe you want to renew contact with this person. Some of you could be in an unhappy relationship. That is why you're going to think about walking away. Maybe your marriage is also very oppressive. Maybe your in-laws are also bothering you. That is why you want to be with your secret lover, or you want to be in the arms of your person. From Leo, I will move to Virgo. For Virgo, I do have the card Apprentice. I think you need to up your game. Maybe you should learn some things. You need to work on your skills for that matter. Maybe you're also dealing with a person or a boss who is a hard taskmaster. He expects you to give more than 100%. It could be very unnerving to learn the tricks of the trade. Other than that, I think Virgos, you're also going to be planning for your future. Maybe you're going to make investment. Technical issues could arise, so maybe you're going to invest in gadgets, but you need to be careful because sometimes we invest more than what is necessary, and this is also going to mean that it's a bad buy. Oftentimes this week you're also going to be very nostalgic. I do have the card A Fresh Start. So with this card Apprentice and with you learning new skills, I think the universe is definitely giving you a chance to start afresh, to be open to the idea that you have a chance to do things right from scratch. With respect to your love life, I do have the card I wish I could take back the things I said. So maybe this is true. There's got to be some kind of misunderstanding in a relationship which is also affecting you. Whatever you've said, there's only a way out, which is forgiveness. So maybe you want to start afresh with respect to your personal life or a relationship. Oftentimes you could feel that it's a dead end, but then forgiveness heals, revenge doesn't. This could also be true with respect to your person. Maybe misunderstandings have crept up in your relationship. That is why you need to resolve those issues rather than sleep on it. Those of you who are in a third party situation or in a secret romance, I think you want your person to meet you on a date night, but then he could have other plans. Maybe he is too scared about the repercussions of the secret romance. That is why he is going to disappoint you. He does have a huge corner for you, but then maybe he isn't ready yet. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I do have the card Kindness. I think you need to be kind, or you need to be open-handed towards creatures great and small. Maybe you're also being asked to be kind towards yourself rather than judge yourself harshly. Oftentimes this week, I think you should be mindful of your words because there could be a rift in a relationship. Financial matters could also create discord, so be clear with respect to financial dealings. There's going to be a lot of hard work in store for you, so the work environment could also be very stifling. It could unsettle you. All this could also have a bearing on your health, Libra, so keep that in mind. Maybe you should have a wait and watch policy. Maybe you should allow the storm clouds to pass with this card Observer, or perhaps somebody is keeping an eye on you, so you need to be careful. With respect to your relationship, I do have the card I'm a better person because of you. Now, this could be true for those of you already romancing. Maybe you're also going to suffer from heartache this week. Your person could be traveling on account of work, or there's a physical distance. I think you need to iron out the differences that are there in your relationship. Deep down, you or your person recognizes the impact this relationship has had on you or the other person, like I said. Maybe someone is also keeping a tab on you on the social media, or you are going to try to decode your person's comments on social networking sites for that matter. I think those of you who are also married, maybe there could be a heated exchange with your person, so you need to be very careful of your words. 30th October to 5th November. That is. From Libra, I will move to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I do have a very positive thrive. I think you're also going to flourish despite the odds against you. I do have the card admired. So both these cards are talking about the spotlight being on you. You're going to make it count even if situations are antagonistic. You're going to be someone who is very purposeful and driven. You will want to achieve your target at great speed. Even if you're under pressure, even if the pressure is mounting on you, you're going to come out of it and enjoy your place in the sun. I think Scorpions, you also need to be careful because this week there's going to be an energy shift. Maybe aura cleansing is also going to benefit you. You should protect yourself from the evil eye. This week you're also going to be socializing, but then be careful of what you eat because it could have an effect on your stomach. Even otherwise, health concerns could be there. I have never forgotten you, even though you think I have, is the message with respect to your love life now. Maybe this is true for those of you who are in separation. Maybe you want to renew contact with your person. This person could think that you brushed him off or you moved on to a new relationship, but then that's not the case. You're still yearning for him or her. It could be vice versa. I think you should protect your relationship in case you're already romancing from the evil eye. Other than that, singletons, you will be the focus this week. I think your personal magnetism is going to be at its peak, so you're going to turn heads, and that is why members of the opposite sex may want to know you better. Suspicion could also affect your relationship in case you're already in a connection, so be mindful of that, Scorpions. From Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I do have the card fair and square. I think legal matters need your attention this week. Maybe you're also dealing with official work, official paperwork for that matter. Other than that, I also feel that this week you're being asked to play the waiting game, even if there are openings. Maybe you have your reasons. I think you need to work on your qualifications. Others could suspect that you're not taking the opportunities that are coming your way, but then you do have your reasons. Family members will also require your attention. Banking work is also going to come up. Maybe time is at a premium. Oftentimes this week you could also find yourself in situations where the past is being raked up. So you need to move on from that. Some of you could also be dealing with a person who is wearing a mask or isn't truthful and honest. That is why with this card you want this person to be just and honest with you, whether it's in a personal relationship or in a professional setting. I'm reminded of you constantly is the card with respect to your love life, Sagittarians. I think your person is never far from your mind. You're always reminded of him or her. I think you need to talk things out rather than mask your feelings with this card, or perhaps this person is doing the same. Those of you who are married, I think your person is also going to help you out with respect to work. Maybe you're also going to be better acquainted with whatever is happening in your in-law side, as your person is going to have lengthy conversations with you. This could also come as a surprise for you. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I do have the card. It's all aligned. You know, it takes tremendous amount of hard work for these ballet dancers to be in alignment with each other, to be in sync with each other. Synchronicity is definitely at work here. But I think Capricorns, you also need to be careful because your schedule could be disrupted. Maybe you need to rethink your moves. You need to stay focused. At times you could also feel let down, so don't trust others blindly. The best way to combat envy is also to keep quiet and to steer clear of certain situations. Maybe that is why the card, the answers no, has also come up in your reading. Maybe at times things seem to fall in place, but then at times you could find negative responses to your creative ideas. Maybe it is better not to dwell in those situations or think about the same because it is for your highest good. With respect to your love life, I do have this card. I wish I could take back the things I said. Perhaps that is why I said that at times you need to be reflective. You need to avoid getting into situations which are unhealthy for your relationship. Maybe you're going to say something unpalatable that is also going to affect your relationship. For some Capricorns, you may feel that your relationship is not heading anywhere. That is why you think it is better to wriggle yourself out of this connection. Do keep this in mind as you move forward this week. From Capricorn, I will move to Aquarius. For Aquarius, I do have the card symbiotic relationship. Maybe you're dealing with a person who is very dependent on you. Though you're ascending, I think you need to be careful of your relationships for that matter. If it's a mutually beneficial relationship, then everyone benefits. Oftentimes this week, you're also going to have a business-like approach. It is your focus, your razor-sharp intelligence, which is also going to pay dividends. Discussions, negotiations, and technical work is also going to take up your time. You need to set boundaries while dealing with others with this card, whether in professional matters or with respect to personal relationships. Maybe internally you feel rattled, but then your hard exterior is not going to give anything away. Spiritual ascension is also on the cards. With that card ascending, you are moving forward on the spiritual plane. I do have this card. Our connection still affects me. Maybe this is with respect to you and your person. If it's an unacknowledged relationship or if there's a distance that has crept up, then this could be true. These words could ring a bell for you. Other than that, maybe those of you who are romancing, I think you should wear your heart on your sleeve. You shouldn't be cold and hard-nosed while dealing with your person. Sometimes, you want to be all by yourself, and that is also going to be the case for you. Even if the opposite sex or even if your partner is making an attempt to be romantic, maybe you will cold shoulder him. So keep all those issues in mind this week, Aquarius. From Aquarius, I'll move to Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. I do have the card alarm bells. Now, this could obviously make you a bit tense. Maybe the universe is asking you to focus on deadlines. Maybe you need not procrastinate. You should act quickly because time is going to be a factor for sure. I think the demands on your time are going to be heavy. You have to plan and finish the task. Maybe you're also going to be on your toes on account of the excess work. So you need to safeguard your health because the pressure, like I said, is going to mount. Other than that, I think you also need to be careful with respect to financial matters. Maybe you need to seek clarifications over how money has been put to use. In personal relationships also, I think you need to walk away from unhealthy situations. Perhaps this week, Pisces, you're also trying to understand why there are blockages in your life. You do desire closure. You do want to keep away from those who are energy vampires. I do have the card Twin Flames, so maybe you're also dealing with a relationship where the runner and chaser dynamic has come into play. Maybe you feel that your person is not open to this relationship, or that he is not aware that the two of you are soulmates or it's a twin flame connection. My heart is telling me just do it. Maybe you want to iron out the differences. Maybe you want to discuss. Maybe he wants more time, or it could be vice versa. So you do want to reach out to your person in case it's an on-again, off-again relationship. Try to keep your emotions in check while dealing with your person this week as well. Some of you could be in an oppressive marriage, so you need to understand whether this relationship is leaving you tensed and rattled, or even making you susceptible to illness or health issues. On that note, Pisces, I'll wrap up this reading. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.